And we return with the story of Diego Ortiz. Now, to kick off this episode, he will be going to the movie theatre. But he will not be going alone. He is meeting a friend here. A friend that he has in Germany. That is the also new signing to Borussia Dortmund, Lopez. Remember, he scored 3 goals in the previous episode in the league. He's had a brilliant start to his career. And because we both joined at similar times, we've become very close, very good friends, and we can both really relate with each other, and that's a good thing. But we get into the first game here. It is against Freiburg at home. First major highlight is going to come in the 13th minute. Freiburg clear the ball, but we actually do regain possession of it as Ortiz receives the ball. He plays it across to Patrick Roberts. He plays it back, strikes it. Unfortunately, it does deflect off of one of the Freiburg players, and it did go wide of the post. But again, Illaramendi plays through Ortiz, he strikes it. This time he hits the post. So, not having the best of luck so far. We're 24 minutes in, but we are all over Freiburg, which is nice to see. And Cuckoo, another new signing from Tottenham. The ball is then whipped in to Ortiz, he's nowhere near it. Roberts loses out on the ball, it is cleared upfield. Nice touch there, lovely touch by Toprak, as Dortmund look to get the ball back upfield. Going to play it out wide to Nkuku. Essentially to Kagawa. Kagawa's going to find Ortiz. Ortiz is going to play it through to Patrick Roberts, who strikes it at the near post. And 27 minutes in, that's an assist for Ortiz, a goal for Roberts, and a goal for Dortmund to put them 1-0 up against Freiburg in a game we should be winning. Freiburg aren't the best team. I've admitted it there. They're not the best team. We should be beating them. But 49 minutes into the game, Patrick Roberts is going to play through Ortiz. He's past the back line. He's got Heinz. He's left him in the tracks. Shoots to the cross goal, and it's a great save by the keeper. And then Cuckoo can head that one home, and he makes it 2-0, doubling our lead. And unfortunately, that's not going to go down as an Ortiz assist when he did most of the work. But we'll let Nkuku have his goal. He's going to receive the ball then out on the left-hand side. Play it up to Ortiz. He's going to play it out wide to Kagawa. Back through to Ortiz. Gets the better of his 2 men. Kai's to get onto his right foot. Can't quite do so, and the keeper does make a nice little save. By the time it gets to his right foot, it's in an opportunity where you can't really tuck that one in the corner because you're too close to the goalkeeper. 56 minutes in though, Ortiz plays a little 1-2 with Roberts. He's going to play it back through to Ortiz. Going to try and strike one at the near post. And Ortiz is having one of the best games of his life, but he's not got a goal. He's had so many chances, but he's just not been able to put any of them away. He's going to play through Nkuku again. This time though, the shot was very easy. Took a deflection which took a lot of the power off of it. And the final chance is going to come to Freiburg as Diamata comes striving forward, lays it off to the edge of the box, back to Diamata. And unfortunately his shot goes just wide of the post. But the game ends as a 2-0 victory. Ortiz with a 9.2 rating, 1 assist. So he's played really well, 2 key passes and some good passing percentage. His shot accuracy was good as well, 3-2. And a 9.2 rating. And here's another thing about Ortiz. Since he's moved to Germany, he's picked up a new hobby. And you could probably see in the background there what that hobby is. But he's been watching Wimbledon on the TV recently. And he's wanted to take part. So he's found his local tennis courts. And he's just going to participate in a few games, get practice in, see how he can do. And well, his first opponent is his tennis coach. He's hired a tennis coach because he wants to get good at the sport. And well, lovely serve, gets it back, little rally going on, and there you go, he gets his points. But after that, and after the game, he's only on 79% energy moving into this Bayer Leverkusen game. So he's not 100%, he may not be able to outpace the defenders, outshrink the defenders just because he is so tired. But 2 minutes into the game, Ortiz receives the ball. He's going to lay it off to Witzel. Witzel's got Pazlak out wide. Sancho's coming centrally, meaning Ortiz is going to cover for him out wide. He's got 3 men in the middle to cross it to. He's going to cut inside himself, lays it across. That's a poor shot in the end by Kagawa. Really should be at least putting that one on target. And it is a poor one in the end. But Kai Havertz plays the ball out to Brandt. Julian Brandt plays to Alaria all the way back to Vendel. He's got a man in the middle and Leon Bailey. And he gets past his man and beats hits at the near post to put them 1-0 up 21 minutes into the game. You've got to think the defender shouldn't be allowing him to get in front of him, and Hits really should be saving that at his near post. 33 minutes in though, Leverkusen are on the attack again. Leon Bailey, a lovely shot, but this time it is saved by hits, luckily for us. But on the counter-attack in the second half, Royce and Ortiz are working nicely. It's a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to Ortiz. He's got Royce making a run in front of him. He's got Lopez out wide, his best friend. He does find Lopez. Lopez is going to turn, strike, try and beat the keeper at the near post. Can't quite do so. And with 15 minutes left, it's looking impossible to beat this keeper here. But Marco Royce plays a 1-2 with Ortiz. Back to Marco Royce. Strikes it first time. It's a great save by Hradecki. And it's just impossible to beat him at this moment in time. He's having the game of his life in between the sticks. But we will not give up, as Jadon Sancho has played through with 2 minutes left in the game. Played through to Ortiz, and he can't quite get a connection with the ball. It's moving a bit too fast. And it's an air swinger. The game ends as a 1-0 loss and a 7.4 rating for Ortiz. Not the best, but not the worst. Definitely not the worst. As we move into the third game, where we will be taking on Bayern Munich in Der Klassiker. I think it's Der Klassiker. Der Klassiker is either Dortmund Bayern or Dortmund Schalke. It's one of the two. And I've got a feeling it is actually Dortmund Schalke. But anyways, this is going to be the hardest game of Ortiz's life. Bayern Munich away from home is going to be the hardest game of his career so far, definitely. Boca Juniors away was probably the hardest up to this point. You can see some of the people he's shaking hands with. He's got to get past Marcelo, Boateng, Hummels, Kimmich and Neuer. They're the 5 defenders he's got to try and get past. But he lays the ball off to Witsel. You can see there, Jerome Boateng. One of the best centre-backs in the world on his day. Well, it looks like today might be his day. And it's going to be a long one for Ortiz. Marcelo receives the ball, plays it out wide to Koeman. Into Thiago. Thiago's going to play back to Tolisso. Little 1-2 between them. Thiago then, he's got a man in the middle. He chooses to go for Koeman. Koeman lays it into Lewandowski. First time volley. Against his former team. This is the man Ortiz is trying to replace, trying to imitate his Dortmund career, because it was a good one. But 24 minutes into the game, Marcelo charging on the left-hand side. Woods to the cross. Robben hasn't retired on the game. Ortiz receives the ball, plays it up to Marco Royce. Royce is going to lay it off to Delaney. Delaney to Lopez. Lopez through. He's only got Hummels to get past. Tries to cut back inside and play it across. But look at this ball. That's a brilliant ball. And the first time strike from Jadon Sancho goes just wide of the post. That was the perfect opportunity to make the game 1-1. But 42 minutes into the game, we lose possession here. Thiago plays it to Marcelo. Marcelo to Lewandowski. To Tolisso. Tolisso to Goretzka. Out wide to Robben. Back to Goretzka, little 1-2 between them two. Kimmich. He's got the ball out wide. Whips one across it, deflects. Goretzka can head it to Tolisso. First time strike, well saved by Berkey. And it's pretty much an open net that Koeman can tap the ball into and make the scoreline 2-0 before half time. We do try and get back into this one before half time though. Ortiz does well there to get away from Boateng. The ball's whipped in. Royce gets on the end of it. But it's an easy save for Manuel Neuer. Again, Boateng is just doing so well against us here, but we do play for Marco Royce, and because Hummels and Boateng were both on us, Ortiz could play through Marco Royce, who had a 3 path to run into, and he does half their lead, half the deficit, and Ortiz does get an assist against Bayern Munich, so he may not be coming away with a goal, but at least he's got an assist to his name right now. 76 minutes in, we're still on the attack, still looking to make it 2-2, at least get this game level. We've got the better of Hummels here, we've got him for pace, we've got Lopez at the back post who's unmarked, we find him, he heads it, but he was being pressured nicely by Kimmich, which forced the header to go wide. Lopez then out wide, whips it across to us, we can't quite take the touch. Royce heads it down for Sancho, takes a touch, brilliant strike, but Neuer with an even better save. And the game ends as a 2-1 loss, with an 8.5 rating with 1 assist. It's an okay game, we do play quite well in this game. But if you can remember in the previous episode, I said I joined Dortmund because of the state-of-the-art performance-enhancing centres. And we're going to go to one of them right now. If you remember at River Plate, we only had a track and field to run around. At Dortmund, we've got that track and field, but we've got these performance centres where we can improve our passing, our shooting, our dribbling. And well, Ortiz, he's known for his passing, but he wants it to get even better. He wants to get more assists this season. So he's going to a state-of-the-art piece of equipment, and as you can see here, the light flashes, it's based on reaction times, passing accuracy, and, well, it's Dortmund. He can go in it anytime he wants, And well, it looked like it paid off because his passing has been pretty good so far this season. And if you can make it better, that would just be incredible. We move into the fourth and final game of the episode. We're taking on Everton at home in the Europa League. We lay the ball off to the edge of the box to Roussillon. Roussillon plays it into Lopez. A lovely shot, but it's a really nice save by Pickford. We're obviously taking on one of our former teams. And Everton beat Ghent in the first game where we beat St Patrick's. So they beat the Belgian side, we beat the Irish side. And well, Garner Gay with a lovely shot. Unfortunately, it was going wide at all times there, definitely though. But the ball tried to be played out wide to Lopez. It was intercepted, but we do eventually get it back out wide to Lopez. He plays one across. We can't win the header. Witsel back out to Lopez. Across to Witsel. Shot blocked. Lopez's shot was also blocked. And it's still 0-0. We're putting pressure here on Martina, Cuco Martina. For some reason, he's playing. Witsel wins the header though. Finds Delaney. Sancho is going to find Witsel. Witsel's going to go back to Sancho. Back to Witsel. Lopez is unmarked. We're also a lot of space, but Sancho's going to play it through, threads it through, and we strike it past Jordan Pickford, and we get our 5th goal in 2 games in the Europa League. This is definitely our competition. We've probably scored almost as many goals as Giroud got 10 goals in real life and won the Golden Boot. We've got half of that in 2 games. So we should be on for the Golden Boot in the Europa League, which is brilliant to see. The final chance comes here as Lopez plays the ball across to Delaney. It gets blocked, and it does easily get catched by Pickford. That's going to be it. We get an 8.5 rating, 1 goal. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.